Brooks here, coming to you live from Bangor, Maine. I am a physician assistant and I've been practicing emergency medicine for 14 years and actually opened a wellness center 2.5 years ago called the Inner Greatness Center, where it's really my goal to bridge the gap between modern and alternative medicine. So, coming to you today with a really exciting message. I worked in the ER yesterday, and it's kind of funny because all of my coworkers know that I don't eat dairy, I definitely don't eat meat, and so it's a big joke. So when they come into the break room, they always kind of make fun of me. Hey, got some extra meat on my burrito for you. Hey, here's some extra cheese on my salad for you. Hey, good afternoon, Teresa. Good afternoon, Boyd. So it's kind of a joke, but at the same time, it's not, right? Because as we're in the dictation room dictating, we're seeing patients that are suffering from strokes and from heart attacks and from peripheral vascular disease. And so we had like a conversation yesterday about coronary artery disease, like being the #1 killer. About how most of our loved ones, they're dying from heart disease. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but atherosclerosis, the hardening of the vessels, it actually starts early on. Like by age 10, people are developing fatty streaks in their arteries if they're adhering to the standard American diet. And then as we age and go into our 20s, plaques start to develop. And once plaques start to develop, then narrowing occurs, which is when decreased blood flow occurs to the heart and to the brain, causing heart attack and stroke. So I guess anyone who's over the age of 10 could benefit from listening to this message today. And that's about what we can do to change this. And I'm doing this video today because have you guys ever, prepared or, trained for a race and then wish that you'd worked harder because you didn't finish that strong? Okay, well, I think the same thing happens with our health. Like, we don't realize that we need to make a change until something bad happens. And I would hate to not share what I have or what I know for information with you because I definitely don't want something bad to happen to you or to your loved one. So we know through research that adhering to a plant-based diet, so eliminating animal products, it can not only prevent disease, and like I said, these fatty streaks start at age 10, so we really need to kind of treat that disease because even though you aren't exhibiting symptoms of a disease process, you're developing disease starting at age 10 when we're talking about atherosclerosis. So anyways, if we adhere to this plant-based diet, we can not only prevent, we can actually treat, we can reverse disease. You guys, there's studies to show that people that have blockages in their vessels, so that their vessels aren't feeding their heart with proper blood flow, these narrowings actually are reversed if you're adhering to a plant-based diet. So I've seen so many patients in the emergency department, they're not even candidates for bypass grafts or stent placement. They are maxed out on medicine management. And so if they knew about this information, how life-changing could this be? Do you guys know someone that's maxed out on medical therapy for their heart? They could benefit from hearing this. Is that you? You could benefit from hearing this and from changing the way in which you're doing things. So it comes down to this, our bodies, they're amazing. They can actually heal themselves if we're putting them in an environment that they're able to do that. So think about eliminating animal products, so including dairy, and see how you feel in 2 to 3 months. Okay, so in modern medicine, I kind of came up with this analogy. Okay, if you bang your shin against the coffee table, what's gonna happen? Trauma, right? Like you're gonna develop a bruise, it's gonna be uncomfortable. If you don't bang your shin on the coffee table for a few days, your body, it's gonna heal itself, right? It's gonna get better, the pain's gonna go away, the bruise is gonna heal. But if you keep banging your shin against the coffee table, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, that bruise, it's never gonna go away. It's going to cause you discomfort. So when you go to see your doctor and you're gonna be like, hey, Dr. So-and-so, like I have all this pain, they're going to prescribe a medicine to treat the pain, whether it be an anti-inflammatory, Tylenol, whatever it is. And so when you take that pain medication, it's gonna make the pain lessen. But if you're continuing to bang your shin against the coffee table, the bruise, it's never gonna go away. Can you guys liken that onto the standard American diet, right? Like if you continue to feed yourself these things, these animal products, these high-fat foods, these processed foods, it's going to continue to damage your organs. Another thing, so you come in, you're having crushing chest pain, you see me in the emergency department. What do? I probably give you aspirin, number one, and then I give you nitroglycerin. Nitroglycerin dilates vessels so that we can get more blood flow to your heart. Is it gonna make the chest pain lessen? Yeah, probably. But is it treating the underlying cause? So in modern medicine, I think that's a link that we're all missing. We're missing what's causing the underlying problem. So I made a poll yesterday. The poll was, hey, if you knew that that adhering to a plant-based diet could treat or even prevent disease, would you be willing to adhere to it? And many of you said yes. So that's another reason why I'm doing today's video. Last week I did a video on smoking, right? Like smoking is causing all of these horrible diseases. And we know that if you've been smoke-free for 15 years, your risk for lung cancer is about the same as someone who's never smoked. So again, that's showing us how amazing our body is. So sometimes people are like, well, how about moderation? You know, how about if I just try to decrease animal product consumption? And I think a lot of times I preach that to you guys because I don't want to get up on too big or too high of a soapbox. Moderation, it's better. So like if you're smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day, half a pack is better. But you know, eliminating animal products almost completely is much healthier than just eliminating them for a day out of the week. So I recommend all my patients completely quit smoking. Dairy is definitely something I'd get rid of. But I hope that you guys can understand where I'm coming from here. Let's try to educate people on looking at underlying, you know, root causes of disease instead of just slapping on a Band-Aid with a prescription medication. Because instead of making our population healthier, it's making us sicker. We do like a quick fix. We all want to get better overnight. It's not always possible. And I think most people, you know, if I say, you know, you got to stop eating dairy, but I love cheese. Everyone loves cheese. You know, when the protein in cheese breaks down, it causes an opiate response in the brain. I get it. But do you want to suffer a heart attack that could potentially kill you? Do you want to suffer a stroke that could potentially leave you with one side of your body not working? Do you want to suffer from peripheral vascular disease where you could potentially lose a limb? Not trying to be morbid, definitely not trying to be negative, just trying to get you guys to think outside the box. So, hey, quick message for today. Hope you guys have found this helpful. If you do, like it, share it. Take care, guys. Appreciate all of you. Bye.